So today we're going to be talking about the legacies of Rome. Now you're going to be using this PowerPoint that I'm going to attach to our assignment to help you fill in the blanks found on your guided notes. Now your guided notes will help you for the test that we have coming up, remember, on August 21st. So let's get started with the legacies of Rome. Now we're starting with the review standard from 6th grade, 6.57. Analyze how innovations in engineering and architecture contributed to the Roman expansion, including the role of aqueducts, domes, arches, roads, bridges, sanitation, and the Colosseum. Our learning objectives for this lesson. 1. We're going to define aqueducts, domes, arches, roads, bridges, sanitation, and the Colosseum. 2. We're going to analyze how these innovations in engineering and architecture contributed to the Roman expansion. We talked about them being a small village, becoming a huge empire. And 3, we're going to be identifying the legacies of Rome. And then 4, we're going to analyze those legacies of Rome. Okay, so now remember, all the information in the red and underline is the information needed for the Legacies of Rome graphic organizer that is attached to your Google Classroom assignment. So first, let's look at art and architecture, the impact on Rome. Art was a very important part of the Roman lives. They decorated their homes, their businesses, and their temples in paintings and in large murals made of tiny pieces of stone called mosaics. You can still find some around, and they're beautiful, and it's a beautiful art form that's still used today. The Roman art that had the most long-lasting legacy, however, was sculpture. The Roman statues were either carved from marble or cast in bronze. Marble was expensive and required real skill to carve, so it indicated social status. Bronze was even more expensive, so it was even more prestigious. As you see here are 2 examples of the Roman mosaics. Quite detailed and intricate. Here you see a bronze statue. Here is a bronze and a marble. And then there's a marble. Look at the detail and the craftsmanship. The Romans were some of the greatest architectural innovators and engineers in history. We still use so many of their things today, and we'll be looking at that impact as well. They developed styles and techniques that changed the world. The innovation with the biggest impact was the arch. Examples include bridges and buildings. If you look around after studying this, you could see arches everywhere, and you can think, hey, the Romans did that. That was their impact, one of their many. By building 2 arches that intersect at a perpendicular angle, the Romans invented something even more useful, the dome. A dome roof covers wide spaces while remaining structurally strong. The Romans constructed aqueducts throughout their republic and later empire to bring water from outside sources into city towns. Aqueducts water supplied public baths, restrooms, fountains, and private households. It also supported mining operations, milling, farms, and gardens. The concept is something we still use today. As you see in this graphic, a basic Roman bridge design. Look at the arches. You notice that technology that they gave to us. As you can see, it's got the arch with the perpendicular stone in the middle. And then here we have an example of the aqueduct and the Colosseum. Again, you notice their classic design of the arches. Roman roads were created in varied lengths, ranging from small local roads to broad long-distance highways, built to connect cities, major towns, and military bases. Like the Greeks, the Romans used columns in their architecture. Columns served as a support for structures. A column may also be non-structural, used for decorative purposes. The Roman Colosseum was a massive amphitheater covering 6 acres of land and able to seat about 50,000 spectators. Now, UT fans, 60,000 in Elam Stadium, so about that size, but a little smaller. Builders of the Colosseum used more than 1 million tons of stone, concrete, and bricks to complete the structure. So, some of their advances that they gave us were arches, domes, roads, aqueducts, plumbing, columns, bridges, and the Colosseum. All amazing inventions that came from the Roman Empire. The impact has made a big difference in the world we know today.